Hey now, hey, it's your girl LaSha Marie. Thank you for joining us. Get comfy, honey. Get comfy. I love to thank you guys for tuning in because you can be doing anything that you want, and you chose me, even just for a little bit. Hey now, hey. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I am a day late, but you ain't gonna charge me for it. Life be life. But I really wanted to come on here because it's so important that we celebrate others and recognize the contributions of other people that have done similar things. But first of all, I would like to thank. I know my audience has grown in many platforms. I thank you for following me, all of the engagement that I have been having, the inboxes of, hey, sis, you need help with this or that. Thank you. That's how you build your legacy. That's how you go after your dreams to make it a reality. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, more is coming. Of course, you're going to be a guest, and I'm going to give you an opportunity later in this episode to do just that. First, I want to acknowledge a legend that passed yesterday. Of course, Tina Turner. It was a shocker, but you know what? She has done amazing on stages and in our hearts. That movie that was put out as a token example of her life was absolutely amazing. Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne and the whole entire cast. I know a lot of you have made this kind of movie, kind of like Color Purple. We're gonna watch it over and over again, and I can't wait for the new release to happen on Christmas Day. But we talking about Miss Tina Turner right now. There are a lot of Tinas in us. We are sitting by a lot of Tinas. We have been birthed by a lot of Tinas that have went through a lot of things, that have struggled and didn't let anything stop us. So we remember her, Miss Anna Mae Bullock. And she fought. She fought hard. It seems like she had love and light. She has inspired a whole nation. So definitely, when we think about our purpose in life, it's definitely to make a difference in somebody else's life. And she has done just that. So yes. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot of movies. What's Love Got to Do It on repeat for the next couple of days, all through the weekend and such. But so deserving. But I want to also remind you that even though our status won't make it to the stage necessarily, you have a responsibility to give back, to go after it, and not let anything stop you, not let anyone stop you. A struggle, a challenge that occurs in your life, you're going to keep going and give your best. Yes, that's what we are going to do. Now, a lot of you guys don't know me from Adam. And you tuning in just to see who is this chick? Who is that chick Audacity? Why is she like hosting all of this stuff? What is the meaning? She got a podcast and everybody's coming up with this or that. And I will say a lot of people will jump into something and not know what to do, not know how much work that it takes in order for it to be successful. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this or that," and I want to give you the encouragement to keep going after whatever goal it is in that season. I don't care if you have switched from DJ to accounting to real estate, and it has consistently switched throughout the years. What you're doing is gaining what's truly your passion, what's truly your purpose. Okay. So I want to say you can do multiple things in order for you to get to your purpose, your legacy, honey. What's for you will always outshine all of the others. It will. So that being said, of course, I've done many things, but I am an HR consultant, honey. I have traveled, interviewed for companies and IT engineering firms, automotive, banking and finance, Department of Defense, honey. Child, I have sat next to the best, creating strategies for hiring initiatives, enforcing diversity and inclusion, leadership within our teams. And so when I was doing this when I was doing that for 20 years and interviewing and going after the top talent, I have done many things, but when it came to this, it was a no-brainer. I've done that. People have sought me for years to bring change within their companies. And it's so amazing when I interview individuals, when I'm giving them different tips that they can use in order for them to go after their next opportunity. And sometimes you'll be surprised. You'll have a brother in there in front of you going after this position, six-figure position, and he's trying to elevate his life. And I have to tell him that the position has went to someone else. But honey, when I give him the tools, the skills, the things that the feedback that's needed in order to go after a certain position and elevate their life, and give them not only the feedback but the encouragement to keep going, to position themselves another way, to gain knowledge in a different area. Some of them really be in tears. They really break down in front of you because you're actually giving them something back. When I have to, I call it hype up. Sometimes you prepare an individual for their interview, and sometimes in that preparation, or either that, or either seeing, okay, they have this or that, why didn't they go after that position? That's $25,000 more. Sometimes they appreciate you seeing the talent that they have that they weren't able to put on paper. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I love it when someone's so moved that I took the time to acknowledge what they have and encourage them to say, okay, you need to show up this way. You need to put this on the resume. You need to rearrange that. You need to be confident in your next steps and your next moves, because a lot of people that I realize that come to me about positions, or I may come to them to say, hey, are you interested in this opportunity? And they'll tell me no, but this is better than the opportunity that you have. I find that people are fearful in moving forward, that they don't have the confidence to move forward. Honey, if I'm calling you about an opportunity, that means that you have it. Ask me, what will it take in order for me to get to the next level? What, you never say no. You let the company tell you no. It's amazing the way that they just show up as their best self in front of me. And that's exactly what I do on the show. This is like a I shouldn't say a no-brainer, because it's a lot, honey. When I first decided to take on this endeavor, I was like, wow, another thing. I mean, oh my goodness. Sometimes I travel a lot with these companies. Sometimes I'm on a different schedule because I am interviewing somebody in Israel, like for real talk. And so I'm up at early nights and early mornings and late nights talking to individuals to make sure that we're in place, to make sure that they're prepared, to make sure I get a yes. I mean, we're covering, compensation packages. uh, and I have to, make sure that I'm winning that candidate for my company. I want to make sure that you're showing up for you, that you're giving your best self. I want to navigate what you have, that highlight. When I say I highlight individuals with an audacity walk off for themselves, that means you need to be bold. That means that it's showtime. It means that I'm gonna coach you through this, and I'm gonna have you make the best pitch of your life. That's exactly what I do. So it's been so wonderful to connect with so many individuals with such passion, such gift, such talent. The products that you guys have, the voice that you're not pushing out. It's time to amplify everything that you have. And I'm the person to do that. Hello Audacity Podcast is here. It's a platform. I'm in service, honey. God gave me this gift, and I'm going to give you that spotlight so that you can shine and make it for you. Make it for yourself. Make it for whoever's attached to you. There's legacy on top attached to your name. So it's so awesome. So I needed to put that out there. You have a talent, a gift, a product, service, a testimony, an opinion about something that we'll be discussing. It's time to let out a mighty roar. It's time to amplify your voice. It's time to spread your wings so that you can reach more individuals. I don't care what you see on my page. I don't care the what's not there. The comparing, well, this one got this and that one that. I don't need no comparison, honey. The companies are already coming after me. They have all, for 20 years, they have paid me top dollar to change whole systems for billion-dollar companies, multi-billion-dollar industry makers, okay? Like Qualcomm, Intel, Department of Defense, Bank of America. I could go on and on. I don't need anybody to compare me and say, oh, her numbers. Bump the numbers. I deliver me. I deliver the skill that these people taught me in order to be the greatness that I gained so much. And honey, when I tell you I have humble beginnings, but this space has allowed me to shine in so many ways. I don't have to be so stuffy and rigid that, between my hours of working for someone else. What I can do is bring that knowledge, okay, those tips to a community, to you, in order for you to advance for you. Okay, I can go on and on, honey, but I say audacity for a reason. And this, audacity can be either good or bad. And honey, Florida has the audacity to be working all of our now. I don't even know how we even visiting there. I'm not right now. I don't think it's not just safe. I don't believe in the rhetoric, in the policies, the injustice, the mindset. Something's wrong. Something's clearly wrong. I actually woke up the other morning, and a lot of you probably have heard about Miami-Dade schools removing the inaugural poem out of elementary schools. I mean, Miss Amanda Gorman worked her tail off, and she delivered effortlessly. Okay, that was Black girl magic when we was looking at her. It was phenomenal, each and every word. And how dare someone challenge it? And you have to think. This is what it means to be mindless in America. And you can spell that America with 3 Ks. Like, for real. We spew, we cover up, we incite, we enrage in order to spin a narrative to erase the contributions of our great people. Okay, the people that are black and brown, that developed and molded, we put blood, sweat, and tears into this country that routinely, strips our rights, our voice, and it's sickening. And however they try to spin that narrative, it is not attached to being a hoodlum, a thug, as the media would like to push that agenda. The audacity. What? That is obviously racist. Parent. I'm gonna call it for what it is. Didn't read the poem. They didn't. Couldn't have. LaSha Marie is questioning the rationality of this parent, and that's, I'm using the word parent very loosely, but also challenge the comprehension skills. Okay, because some not right. Not Karen. The audacity. The truth is that there will never be change when we continue to have parents throwing blood of their generational curses. And that is true. That is very true. So I had to highlight that this poem brings inspiration. It touches hearts. It gives us something to move forward in while we don't forget what happened to us. Such amazing. It's the hill that we climb each and every day as we try. We go after it. Okay? So we have to keep in mind, nothing's wrong with that poem at all. It's the person that, if you saw the document, I actually screenshot. I was like, are you serious? Really? They really did take the time out to go to the courthouse to file a petition for this poem. Like, for real, out of everything that we're dealing with in the United States, that's what you chose to do with your time? Wow. And that privilege, well, we could just focus on something. So, but wait a minute. My daughter is reading, and she came home. Oh God, what is that book? I can't remember the book, but she was saying that it was so many N words, and she took offense. She was like, "Well, they, getting rid of this and that." And they're enforcing different policies within our schools, but we're reading, we're actually reading that. I can't remember the book, and it's so funny because I read the book in high school and it just slipped my mind, but that's true. So it's funny how people pick and choose what they feel is damaging, hurtful. Right. Wow. Really. So that's I had to the audacity. I had to bring that up. Whoo, child. But speaking on that, I could say, and this puts us right into this mental health awareness that we're having, this crisis that we're having. Oh my God, have you seen it? We've seen, and it's been hard. It's been a lot. We have always had shootings. We have always had different things within our communities because we lack the education. We lack the medical for a lot of communities. We lack in so many ways when we're just in a disadvantaged area. It's hurtful because we're the ones that hurt the people that we're living next to. And that's why it's so important that we give back in the way that we can, that we volunteer, we lend our services, even our knowledge in order to help individuals, our neighbors, become better. And mental health for me, child, I think I'll always be somebody's patient. And that's okay. That is okay. Because I've suffered for a long time with depression and anxiety. for a long time. It is amazing that I can say that it's been a struggle since before my teenage years. You know, some things happened to me even before the age of 4 and continued. And how do we heal? How do we grow? How do we correct? How we can change our mindset? I always say that someone tried to re-engineer my mind in order for it to fit them. And that is so true. No matter what you've been through, sometimes we can hold these things inward and they start to affect us. You know, we don't understand. Well, you went through that and you think things are well. You think life is wonderful. And then you're reacting this way, or relationships aren't working, or you're self harming. You know, you don't understand how you can't just pick up and move like everybody else. Like, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. You just have to make a decision to say, you know what I'm doing is not right. Maybe I need to speak with someone, and that is fine. A lot of people, not only depression, but at the height of that, decide, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. So they're choosing suicide as a way out. And I've been there twice, y'all. The last one was in 2015. And when I tell you, at the height of making that decision, I just wanted to stop. I wanted the world to silence. I didn't want to think about, I didn't want to solve, I didn't want to anything. I just wanted it to all stop. And that was my thought process. And it's amazing because that hours before, that person could be completely fine. You could have gotten off the phone with them and that person, he or she, was all bubbly and laughing and talking. And then the next day you get a call that something happened. You're like, what are you just talking about? I just talked to them. They were fine. That's how depression works, honey. Especially when you're high performing and you can hide behind that mask because you know what to deliver. You don't want to admit that something's wrong. You don't want to share all of your issues and say, you know, that I'm struggling. I'm struggling. It is hard for people to say, I need help. It's hard for people to say, no, this is not a good damn day. It is hard for people to stand up and say, you know what? What was done to me as a child was wrong. What was done to me in this relationship was harming. What was done to me has, you know, really stripped me apart. It's hard for people to acknowledge what they even went through in the childhood. Like maybe somebody didn't touch you. Maybe you weren't beat. However, what you saw between mom and dad could affect you internally. That's some deep stuff because you question what's wrong with me and why am I not adding up? Why I'm not good enough? Why I can't just get it right? This is why people go forward and do some things without thinking, because in that moment of attempting suicide, it's a very selfish moment. But when I tell you, it's probably the first selfish thing they've ever done, truly, because they've given themselves to everybody else. They've given them that, they don't have anything else to give, and they're still not happy. But this time, they gonna feel for them and say, I don't want it no more. That's a selfish thing, but it's a reality that a lot of people are facing. It took that last time in 2015 to say, I'm attached to greatness, that I'm here for a reason, that my voice will be heard, that I have been saved by God to do something meaningful, to change people's lives, to bring them out of darkness into light, to give them the resources and give them a mirror because they're beautiful, and give them a microphone because your voice needs to be heard, and give them strategies in order to survive, and give them a roadmap in order to end that damaging relationship. Oh my God, I'm more, and you're more too. Keep your ears open, your arms open, because those of us that suffer with depression and anxiety, we tend to be so closed in. You know, I get ghost, honey. I get ghost. All right, I don't feel like talking. Don't talk. No, I don't feel like talking. Don't come over. You know, I kind of get in my zone. Now, through healing and therapy and the work that I've done on myself, along with knowing that God loves me, I've been able to grow and say, you know what? This isn't going to harm me because I know the greatness. I know the gift. I know that the specialness that I have inside of me must be shown. All of that must be shown. Oh, my goodness. How wonderful am I? How powerful am I? That these things keep coming after me, one after another. Why it doesn't stop? They get bolder, they get harder, they get heavier. Because your greatness, your legacy, the devil, he knows exactly who and what you are, who you belong to. So it will be heavy. But with armor, he's going to be like, oh, that's all you got? That's all you got? I'm going to keep getting up each and every time. And that's what you need to do as well. Keep your arms and heart open for your bros and your sisters, okay? Because I'm all inclusive. I want to say this. All this boss babe and this woman stuff, and I get it. Who Black women, we are something wonderful. But I refuse to leave my Black man on the outside because I don't know about y'all. But I need families to work together. I need more of a partnership relationship within the families that I'm connected to. It takes both man and a woman, okay? We don't spin this narrative to I don't care if you're single or not, to our young women that's going out and securing it for themselves, to not think that they need a man. No, but God and the authority of Black families as we evolve needs those two connections, honey, that you want to do it together, okay? And it's sometimes I want to let y'all know, sometimes you'll have that leading woman, but that woman can't be leaving without that man. That's exactly what you need to pray for and go after, you know, and be able to build someone up in the process, so that you guys can rock it together. I love it. I love it. I can go on and on about that, honey. But I just wanted to come on here and give you some encouragement to keep going, to not give up, to realize that life is short. You want to do it. You've been putting it off. You've been acting scared. Do it scared, honey. I ain't know. I still don't know what I'm doing here. I don't. But I'm here. All the things, the missteps, the imperfect. I'm doing it anyway. It will improve over time. And that is what you need to do. Believe in yourself. Have confidence about who you are, because ain't nobody else gonna give it but you. Somebody could have the same product that you pushing. Ain't nobody gonna push it but you, like you. Nobody. You have that special sauce. You have the audacity to stand out, and you don't have to mimic somebody else's. You're a brand all by yourself. Ooh, isn't that amazing? All right. I am coming on here on Sunday, I want to say. Yeah, it's Sunday with another guest. I can't wait. That announcement is going to release soon. Thank you. If you have not followed, liked, whatever it is on all social media platforms, Facebook, Hello Audacity, podcast everywhere, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and also Spotify. Apple is coming, guys. It is. This has been an awesome, authentic talk. In some ways, it took a right at some point, but it's okay, because even when you think you're not on task, God is behind the delivery and the route that you took in order for you to be a productive influence on somebody's lives. I'm hoping that my voice was the voice that somebody needed to say, you know what? Let me stop fooling around with what God gave me. It's your girl, LaSha Marie. Bye.